Out from an NBC 10 I-Team exclusive investigation. Right in the thick of election season, the chairman of Rhode Island's Democratic Party steps down.
He's out. David Caprio resigns just a day after the I-Team reveals a state police investigation into some state beach contracts awarded to him.
Meanwhile, some high-profile candidates are sounding off about our investigation. The I-Team's Parker Gavigan is live in the studio with the exclusive new details. Parker?
Gina, Patrice, well, Caprio's resignation coming down late this afternoon. In a statement, he says there are numerous talented Democrats seeking office. I cannot at this time, he says, dedicate the necessary time and energy to assist them in their respective campaigns. Accordingly, I will no longer serve as party chair.
It certainly does not pass, the smell test.
It's outrageous. This is a key example of insider politics in Rhode Island at its absolute worst.
Republican candidates for governor reacting tonight to an I-Team investigation on questionable contracts at some Rhode Island state beach concession stands. Those questions have now sparked a state police investigation. Cranston State Rep Peter Palumbo is the manager of the Beachcomber concession stands at 3 state beaches: Scarborough, Roger Wheeler, and Mesquamacut. Before he became the manager, Palumbo won the concession contracts at the beaches. He quickly withdrew his bid, and the runner-up, his friend and former state rep David Caprio, who bid $200,000 less. Caprio would not discuss the contracts with the I-Team. Palumbo tells us he couldn't come up with the money to run the concessions and was glad Caprio tapped him to be manager for Caprio's newly formed company. Is it just a coincidence that you withdraw your bid and the runner-up is David Caprio?
Well, I was lucky that it was, because he hired me. He wanted to hire me as a manager, so I'm very fortunate. That's the fact. So
it just worked out that way?
Yes.
Competitors allege the two worked together to win the bids.
I do feel like they had a plan, have 2 bids in and one of them sure would win. I'm disappointed that, next time I could bring 10 different friends and bid on the same place, and the odds are I'll win one of them, right?
Republican gubernatorial candidates calling the contracts suspicious.
It really, does not look good and presents a lot of concerns, and I'm glad the state police are looking into this.
Look, I know how this works. State contracting is serious business. You can't mess around with it. If you do, there are repercussions for it. State lawmakers should not be anywhere near state contracts.
And the state Democratic Party telling us that Vice Chairman and State Rep Grace Diaz will be acting party chair. No replacement for Caprio has been named at this point. Live in the studio tonight, I'm I-Team reporter Parker Gavigan, NBC 10 News.
Parker, thanks. If you have a tip for the I-Team, call it in, 401-455-9123, or send an email, iteam@WJAR.com.